celebrating pride with some of our favorite lesbian movies. Queer cinema is frequently artistic, impactful, and thought-provoking. Tonight, we don't care about any of that. The production team of Queer News Tonight wanted to share some of our favorite fun movies featuring lesbian themes. First is Bound.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The movie that I've been criticized that I have not seen.
What?
You see all the comments down below.
Give me back your card.
You see all the comments down below on YouTube going, what? Gay? Did Grace Lopez not watch that movie? What? Your own wife right now just commented, what?
My mother had me raised in a plastic
in a
bubble.
cult?
Yeah, in a cult. Like the boy in the plastic bubble, whatever.
Is it like the
John
Latino
Travolta.
cult?
It was, definitely a Cuban, Latino. I don't know what it was. I wasn't allowed to watch any of these because this was like really bad. But yes.
It was really bad.
After listening of all the heat and how exciting, yes, I will watch it after this. I promise. The Heist movie was the first movie by Wachowski siblings and features Gina Gershon, Jennifer Tilly as lesbian lovers. This movie has action, suspense, and one of the steamiest sex scenes in mainstream movies. Okay, all these lesbians are going crazy.
Before you go on to the next one, I still can't believe that you haven't watched that movie. But let's talk about Bound. I mean, Bound came out, God, over 25 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing it after it came out and going, wow, I'm gay.
Wow.
Like, I'm really gay.
I already knew I was gay when I watched it.
Okay, like most lesbians, if I may say,
please,
you may have seen a movie related to being a lesbian, liking girls. I knew I liked girls since I was 8 years old, so I don't have to watch a movie to know I like girls. I've always liked girls. Nevertheless, I would have loved to have seen a hot lesbian movie like
Gina
that.
Gershon
is essential.
Essential
lesbian movie.
Very eloquently.
Okay.
Gina Gershon has these lips that make Angelina Jolie's lips look small.
Oh,
okay, like she could fix anything. Like I want to go to IKEA and tell her to build me a bunch of shelves.
With her lips,
with whatever she wants, with whatever she wants.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, and Jennifer Tilly. Oh, they just have watch the movie. It's
I'd be totally
I certainly
switching
will
for Gina.
Absolutely. So next is the cult classic, but I'm a cheerleader. It's campy. It's funny. It features RuPaul's running a conversion camp where one cheerleader who gets sent there finally realizes she's a lesbian. Go figure. Gets sent to camp. And
did you guys see that one?
I've never seen that.
I saw it.
That's a good one. And that's the woman from Orange is the New Black, right?
Yeah, and not as sexy.
And
not as sexy as Bound. It's super campy.
Yeah, it's very campy.
Essential lesbian.
I have seen that one.
fun.
I have seen that one. I do watch lesbian films. I have seen that one, yes.
And, you know, it's true cheerleaders can be lesbians because,
of course.
Believe it or not,
my wife used to be a cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader.
Whoa!
Can you totally see Cindy at the top of a pyramid, right? Being like flipped upside down and caught at the bottom?
So yes,
I was a
cheerleader. I was in marching band, but of course I was.
Oh, maybe the next lesbian.
I used to beat up cheerleaders.
I'll bring a picture.
I was the athlete. I was the athlete. I was who you guys were cheering for.
Yeah. What's the last movie, Grace?
So another great film is D.E.B.S. In this film, that's part James Bond, part Charlie's Angels, and part Kim Possible. A group of teenage girls enrolled in a secret military training facility face off against an international villain named Lucy Diamond until one of the D.E.B.S falls in love with her. What other fun movies with lesbian themes do you love? Please text us on Facebook, put your comments. We want to know. We need all these lesbian films that apparently I haven't seen. So help me out. Or do you have any that are guilty pleasures? Let us know in the comments on Facebook and YouTube.
Do you girls remember the movie Imagine Me and You?
Yes.
Oh my God, it was so cute where one was like a flower person and she was like giving the flowers for somebody's wedding, but then her and the girl fall in love and at the end they end up together. I ruined it for you people, but you got to go see it.
And I love the music
There's a
too.
lot. I mean, there's a lot of lesbian films. Of course, the one where we were all screaming, kiss her, Desert Hearts, you know, why do they wait? And
one of the classics.
I think
before
that
they
was
finally...
Was that in black and white, Cindy? I don't know what the hell you're talking
know.
about.
That was two movies that I
that
feel
was in
so
color.
out of the loop.
That was in
Desert
color.
Hearts is,
Yeah,
I
it was
think
in color.
Desert
was
Hearts.
in color.
I did hear about Desert Hearts, but I mean, as twisted as it is, it's like about the Charlize Theron was the
Monster.
monster.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
what about that? I mean, that was a little kind
Yes,
of
and
I
look, and
know,
to make
crazy
Charlize
lesbian
Theron,
role,
and
yeah.
to make Charlize Theron look less beautiful had to
Yeah.
be so difficult, and it was spot on. It looked just like the Eileen woman that was the serial killer.
Eileen.
It really did.
The first lesbian movie I ever saw, and I've tried to find it again, it was called Richard's Things. And this guy, Richard, died. And when he died, his wife found out he'd been having an affair with this woman. And the two women meet and they fall in love. And so that was.
So
that
they
was
become
Richard's
Richard's
Thing
Things.
had a thing.
exactly. Richard's Things had their own thing.
Nice.
I love
But
that.
that was
There's
like,
one of those teeny bopper
that
movies
might have
too,
been in black
that
and white.
came out in I think it was
I
like
don't
the,
remember
the
that one.
end of the 80s or the 90s, and it was like with all the little female kind of like heartthrobs, and it was about like a psycho
Surf?
girl.
Oh, no.
She was a little psycho, and she like. I don't know.
There's always a psycho lesbian.
She like seemed to manipulate everyone into like falling
I didn't
in
know my
love with
ex-girlfriend
her.
had a movie. Wow.
Psycho.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Well, if there's
You're
any
like, I
other,
lived it.
Seriously, I did. But it's just lesbians that are psycho are hot, and they really know how to
Yeah,
have
the
sex.
crazy
So it's
ones have
really
really,
difficult not
really
to.
good
Don't look at me that way. You know it's true,
It's
Josie.
true. The
Okay, just because you found and married yours doesn't mean that it always works out that way.
Yep.
One of the best first movies that I got to see was The Incredible True Adventures of Two Girls in Love.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
that was
cute.
cute.
And it was so
Yeah.
sweet
That was
because
cute.
Laurel Holloman looked like a little boy. I don't know why, you know. But you see her in the L Word, and you fall in
there
love
it
with her
is on the
all
screen.
over again. Hey, there you are.
Yeah, that's a great
And I actually,
one.
you're gonna laugh. I actually bought this DVD off of eBay about 7 months ago,
What's
and
that?
I rewatched
DVD.
it.
How do you watch that? Where do you put that?
I have a PlayStation 4. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, yes, I still play with it. But they actually had all the commentary during the film explaining who was who, where they filmed, all the good stuff, how cheaply they made
Oh,
this
that
movie
sounds
for.
fun.
But it was pretty dope. If you have a chance, check it out. It's
So
kinda
folks
nice.
at home, if there's any other movies that you like, lesbian films, put them in the comment section. Maybe we missed one, or maybe there's a guilty pleasure of yours that we overlooked. Make sure that you put it in the comment section.
Exactly.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of